My belief always has been that India needs to grow at high rates for a long period of time. We've grown at high rates, but for a limited period of time. We need to grow on a sustained basis for a 3-decade period. And other countries in East Asia have done this. This was done by Japan post the World War II period. Between 60 and 90, it was done by Korea and Taiwan, and in recent times by China between 1990 and 2010 for a very, very long period of time. So, growth is critical. And with the growth, your middle class will keep rising and rising, and middle class will then focus on, it's the middle class of India which will then focus on key issues, will move away from caste to aspects of roads and highways and airports and housing, and that will be a critical driver of Indian economy. And India has been a very, very reluctant urbanizer. It has been a reluctant urbanizer because our belief always has been that we will continue to put resources into agriculture, we'll continue to put resources into rural development. And today, actually, 42% of our population is in agriculture. But if our ambition is to grow at high rates of 8 to 9%, then my belief is that manufacturing and urbanization will have to become the key driver of growth, and a lot of population from agriculture will have to move into manufacturing. And this will be critical. To census towns. Census towns are basically urban. By census definition of urban, they are all urban, fully urban. But the states treat them still as rural areas because the government of India incentivizes rural development, and therefore they continues to be defined as rural areas. And by 2022-23, you will have another 2,000, close to another 2,300 census towns. So you will have about 5,500 census towns, which are actually urban but will continue to be defined as rural because there is a benefit. You will not get Manrega, you will not get a whole range of government schemes. So there is a vested interest in our schemes are so defined that there is a vested interest in calling a rural area as calling an urban area as a rural area because you benefit from that. You will throw up a lot of middle class which will demand infrastructure, or you will throw up a lot of middle class which will demand growth, and therefore good governance will become good politics. And this, to my mind, is very important because with rising disposable incomes, there will be greater demand for quality education, there will be greater demand for quality healthcare, housing and consumer goods, and therefore outcomes will become very necessary for governments. The middle class will demand delivery from the political system. The transformation which has happened in digital transformation, in housing, in infrastructure, roads, water connection, electricity. I mean, all Indian households have electricity today. All this will be a very, very major driver of growth and due goods. And all this will actually, recognizing the potential of the Indian middle class, will drive development. The government, as you've seen, has already taken a series of measures to harness the energy of the middle class. India has to fire on all cylinders. It can't be that you fire only on services sector. That's some economists are saying that. That's not possible. If you have to grow with jobs, then you need to fire on all cylinders. You need to grow on services. You need to grow even more on manufacturing. You have to enhance your agriculture productivity. Therefore, my belief is that the Indian middle class is a testament to our nation's resilience, its diversity, and the transformative power of inclusive growth.